grab the link and I'll just post it onto I'll post it onto the Facebook. So anyone else that wants to listen to us or not, that's all good as well. Come on. Yeah, redirecting to YouTube. Okay, then I can hear myself. Just need to grab this, guys. 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
No, all good, bro.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm the admin guy. I'm the host. I make the teas.
Nice.
And dot the I's.
Oh, not very good at that. Not very good at that. We're going to go through our score predictions from last week as well.
Cool.
I think I got half a score in there.
You were way off, Damien.
I was pretty close on that Raiders game.
Yeah, what was that final score, bro?
I think, fuck, I'd have to go through our chat, but I think I was like 6 points off on the Raiders game.
Nice, bro.
Unlike Nick, who was like, reckoned it was going to be 78-18 or something like that, wasn't it, bro?
Well, it should have been. Well, actually, it should have been. It should have been. But
I don't know. Tigers weren't too bad in that second round. Only round they played so far.
Oh, here comes Ty. I'm let Ty
Not
in.
as bad as St. George.
Yeah, fuck, that was a
They got smoked, eh?
Oh, that was fucking terrible, bro.
That's a smoking
on that shit too.
That's only the shitty Dolphins that are playing.
Bit of a spanking.
That's a smoking. That's an absolute smoking.
Smoking a pancake.
A smoking a pancake, ne? All right. I think I've got it all sorted. Is Ty here or is he not here?
Can't see him, bro.
Oh, he's talking, but there's no sound coming through.
Where are you, brother?
Kia ora, Ty.
Kia ora,
everyone.
Kia ora, Ty.
Ty.
Good up.
Daan. I don't know where he is. Daan. Ty. Daan.
Hi, Ty.
Hey, man.
This guy's like the Vlandis. He's like the Vlandis for the league up in the Netherlands, bro. He's top dog.
They got paperbacks as well. No. I wish.
I'm just going to bring it in. We're live already. Fine. We're live. We're good. Kia ora koutou. No mai haramai. No mai hoki mai ki tēnei taupapa. Ko Monday night kōrero. He kone mātou ko Reo, ko Damien, ko Taans, ko Tyrone. He manuhiri hoki. No tā wahi, no horana. Holland. Ko te rangatira o te NRLB. Yeah, the NRLB. Whakarongo mai ki te kaupapa te ita ahea, and you'll find out. NRLB, Netherlands Rugby League Bond. Is that right?
Correct.
Bond.
Yep.
Okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in just a second, guys. We're going to be covering off Storm 30, Warriors 26 in this one. But we do have some admin to take care of first. And that admin is, and I'm just going to go share my screen. The admin is, who's the top dog? Who's the queen bee? Who's the top of the food chain of the fantasy? Just a matter of faith. Mark, whoever you are, you the top dog. 1,604 points.
How about?
Round of applause. Round of applause. But
good on you, bro.
A special mention is the fourth one.
Yeah. Nice.
Special mention is Tyrone T. Tyrone T. Well done. Well done.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
You're in the
me,
fight,
bro.
You're in the fight. You're in there.
Yeah,
you're swinging.
That's choice, bro.
Is that the England fantails?
Point England is where I'm from.
Oh, yeah. Maine.
Oh, sure.
Coming in fourth. Coming in fourth.
Coming for you, Mark J. We're coming.
You're coming. You're not too far off. You're like 15 or so points off. Well, 13 or so points off, brother. You're there. We won't go into where we are or where I am. That's.
I think 30th.
You'll be scrolling for a while, bro, to find those names.
I thought you knew the game, bro.
Hey, listen. A lot of people think I know the game, and I don't. But welcome to the special episode. Yes, we will break down the game in a lot more detail. But I think first and foremost, introduction to our manuhiri, our visitor for tonight, Daan. van Rossum, all the way from over there in the Netherlands, over there in Holland. Daan, welcome to the show, man. Love to have you on.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, so stoked to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
No worries, brother. No worries. And we'll probably get into more about who you are, but just give us like a little intro about you and what you do over there in the Netherlands.
Yeah, sure. Well, currently, I don't really like the title, but I'm president for the Netherlands Rugby League Bond. So basically, with a small group, but every growing group of volunteers, we try to develop the greatest game of all, the Netherlands. So
Nice.
after one of actually a New Zealander, Jason Bruikums, got me introduced into rugby league back in 2009. I fell in love with the game and switched from Yarnian
Nice.
to league, and we're trying to build it over here in the lowlands in the old swamp. So yeah, we got a competition running, 6-man team. We're trying to develop it since last year, also for women and for youth.
Nice.
And we're doing quite
Nice.
well internationally with the men. We just were unbeaten last year. We beat
Sure.
Serbia, Albania, Germany, Czech,
Wow.
and
Nice.
Norway, and now we're 12th in the world. So
Wow.
we're starting to knock on
Well
some
done.
doors. We want to go to a World Cup.
Let's go.
Yeah, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's what we do. And I'm wearing the shirt from my home team, Amsterdam Cobras. So
Amsterdam
it's,
nice, bro. Nice. Yeah.
You know, we'll probably go around the room later on, ask like loads of questions. But you know, when we think of the Netherlands, like it's football, right? Like, or soccer, whatever you want to call it. Like that's the number one sport, I would imagine, over there.
hockey, netball, and kickboxing is also pretty big.
Swimming,
True.
cycling, kind of things.
Yeah, but we don't really have hills, so I don't think we're very good in Tour de France or anything, because yeah, we're just flat. And but yeah, we do all right in Formula One at the moment.
Yeah,
with Maxi.
definitely.
Nice. Bro, can I just say, out of everything you said, I like how you said Yarnian. We call it union over here, but it's definitely a yarn fest kind of thing, bro. But yeah, that's
exactly.
nice, bro. Nice.
Actually, I played a game of Yarnian yesterday, but so I still play to lure in people. I play Yarnian with them, so I can get some boys to play rugby league, and because we play in summer.
Nice.
I'm gonna call it Yarnian from now on, bro. Yarnian. Nice.
Heard it here first. Heard it here first. Fano Yarnian.
Yarnian. Nice.
Shit, who wants to kick us off? What I will say, because I think we need to get this out nice and early, and I think we said it on the chat, but you know, DWZ getting DWZ'd right on the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of bittersweet, because I don't think I've never seen him been on the receiving end of what he's really good at. And,
unless you watch the Bulldogs.
I don't know.
When he was playing for Bulldogs, they were on the receiving end for a lot.
That's that seems like such a long time ago when he was over there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have you got our score predictions, Nick?
Yeah, I've got our score. So our last week's score predictions, when we're going around the room, and you know, Damien was all negative, and so was Ty, and Tans.
We were that close.
Tan said it was 30-12 to 30 to Storm, 12 to Warriors. Damien said it was 22-12 to Storm. I was 12-18 to the Warriors. The Rio was 12-30 to the Warriors, and Storm was Tyrone was 38-14 to the Storm. So
where's the trust, people? Where's the trust?
Yeah, I reckon. I think in regards to what happened to Daan, that whole, I mean, he's always been a bit defensive reads. Has always been a bit of a weak point, and you know, to the Storm's credit, they because their second to last try, that set move they pulled that in the first half as well. And I remember Billy Slater doing that years ago, same set move, and it's just like, mate, that inside pass back to the runner.
It's when Pap is running, right, and he looks like he's going to go outside, but then he cuts in, and then it's just that little short. I don't know what you call it. What do you call that, Ty? What's that whole move called?
It's a skip ball to an inside runner.
Yeah, and the whole defensive line was sliding, and he just slid straight into that gap, and I was just like, mate. But the Storm doing that twice in both halves was just like, whoa, that was class. I mean, classy from them, but
That's just onto it, man. You leap from that far out. What can the defender do? He can't take you out in the air. So either that ball carrier is either going to plant it fucking or lose, but you can't do shit unless you play the ball and knock that out of his hands, which would have been.
He jumped like 5 meters out, and he was.
Yeah, that was massive.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Sorry, but that's all the fucking ups I'm giving them. Yeah.
That's all you're getting.
Shit.
Would now be a good time to mention Jackson Ford obstruction. There's no fucking way that's obstruction.
Yeah, but I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a really good idea to mention that Hughes is very clever with a huge IQ, so he's just going to step in and grab him.
But it's just like when we played the Bulldogs, remember? And they checked the try to see if AFB fucking, ran into, was it Reed Murray?
Yeah.
Players aren't stupid, man, and that's what I said on the comment to this obstruction on Facebook. I was like, bro, Jerome Hughes is just too clever. He watched Jackson Ford, saw the line he was running, was like, fuck you, bro, I'm gonna run at you. You're gonna get the penalty because you're the attacking team, and hello, it worked.
Yep.
You could clearly see him go for it, and I think because he fell over, refs were like, oh, he was taken out of the way. So I get the call, but it was just smart from Hughes, and I agree. I don't think it was obstruction.
Yeah.
So.
Just going back to that the try Puppy has in tries. I wonder, and I know this is just me thinking out loud, but and I know Craig Bellamy's smart like that, but they did it twice down that right side where Sean Johnson was. I wonder if they did some homework to see that he kind of not shoots out the line, but he kind of tries to go for that, because they did it twice on him and that worked, and the insides didn't pull over. So I kind of wonder if it was actually something they practice.
Yeah,
I guess we're correct. They probably did.
Yeah, it's a slick move. It's and when they're under the pump, no doubt. Yeah, the Storm have those kind of set plays that it's because it could have gone either way, but those under pressure, because they were still chasing us, but they just had their tails up, and it really is a roll of the dice. They're going to try it, and if it works, it works, and if it don't, well, But they when he Pappenhausen sliced through, it was just like, fuck, that was soft.
Yeah, because Katoa played it so quickly. It was like blink once and you miss it. And at first, I thought it was forward actually, but then it was done so well. When you saw it from the different camera angle. Yeah.
I've got a question, guys. Do you think that we are in some way, because I mean, fuck, we've lost 14 straight games against the Storm, haven't
15.
won since 2015. Oh yeah,
15, but let's not
Do you think in some way that we are, I think, intimidated?
I think we used to be.
I think because Storm's a whole different kettle of fish for us. I mean, and they just are. And I'm wondering if the boys, because those first 20 minutes were shit.
The game was lost.
Yeah, but it wasn't until Melbourne scored the third try when it was 18-6 that the boys took it up a level, and that's when they kind of, their momentum shifted, their defence came up a bit, and that's when they started attacking was, but anyway.
At times, you can't start like that against Penrith, against a Broncos, against a Storm, and expect that you're going to win the game. It just can't happen that way, right? You got to be like inch perfect in everything to go against these pricks.
Okay, I'll ask another fucking question then. Because I know that, so just in the holding down and the tackles, right? So Storm had the ball, we tackled them, and I think he gave us like fucking 2 seconds straight away, and it was a 6 again. but I found that they were on us longer. Did you guys think that or no?
No.
Well,
I think sorry, bro. I think in fairness, Chris Butler actually done a good job.
Yeah.
Like on review,
Yep.
I was counting the penalties and the 6 against. He actually let us get away with a couple of things. Shawnee should have got paid. And it's like, I think he's the sort of ref that will just let it. He's trying to get the flow going. But Jackson, we were lucky. We got a couple. We did get away with a couple of things that should have been paid.
I think we did because Jackson's full try didn't even look like a try.
Well,
it didn't.
Agreed.
Penalty
count was 8 for the Warriors, huh? So
we had a bit. Yeah, and I guess to answer your question, Tynes, I think it's actually more about the wrestle. So I think what's almost because they pretty much not invented it, but they brought it into the game. They're just so clean with the wrestle, so it looks so clean on the ground.
Yeah.
Where with us, I feel like we're still hanging off a little. Therefore, you can't hang on as long as someone that's clean with the ground game. So that's kind of what I see every time we face Melbourne.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, I remember even when Cam Smith was still playing with them, they're tackling. I mean, they would. But anyway, they still suck.
I will say this though. Sorry, bro. I reckon our forwards were up for it. The Warriors forwards were. We were competing with them. Well into the game, and it was only really silly mistakes like the old wonky pass that was just kind of
or the tackle in the end.
But it was just those little things that were kind of would just kind of throw us off just a little bit. But again on review, our forwards were definitely digging in. They were there for the confrontation. So it was just those 1%ers.
Yeah.
I was going to say if anyone was intimidated, I think it was Storm by Fanua Blake. He was really good. They really had trouble handling him.
Yeah.
And when he was off, it changed momentum, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just those silly little errors, Rocco Berry taking was it Coates in the air, and then Lussick taking I think it was Pezza or Hughes, whoever it was, took him in the air. The shitty pass from Walker off the ground, the shitty pass from Tane Picky, which but I will say that Tane I think he had a mad game.
Yep.
He was one of the only ones that stood up in that first half, I thought.
Yeah. Yep. He's a slippery customer, for a little fella. Like he doesn't necessarily punch through their line, but he makes the defenders work. And it's like, mate. No, I like him. I do like him.
How good was Piggy?
Too old Piggy.
Yeah.
He's
fullback. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, bro. Good player.
How old is he?
Oh, he's only a kid, bro.
Well, he's had less than 5 NRL games, I'd say. So last year there was one against Titans. He came on. CNK was off. One of the early games, I think it was against the Cowboys. I think he was there. And then he had this massive gap where he was over in Cup, I think.
He's 24.
Correct me if I'm wrong, whoever's watching.
24?
Comment below. So Tane Tuopik, he's had less than 5 games. Who else is in? Tom Allen's had a couple. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, I know he's had like loads of games, but this is like his second NRL game back. Let's not count the preseason games for that one.
I think
Metcalf, good thing it is at Rockingham. Like doing a jackal.
Clearing out the rock.
I think
we're good.
I think this game I think is going to hurt so much that it's going to light a fire under the boys' asses, eh?
I think we learned more in this game than I would say Melbourne Storm learned in this game. I reckon.
I think personally that RTS is going to step it up. Like I just think, he
had a mad game though. Like he had a mad game.
Yeah,
like, he was in everything.
The second half he was mad. Yeah. But Rocco Berry for me was just dope again.
Stand up.
Yep.
I mean, even the commentators.
He's still looking for his ankles.
Yeah. But even the Aussie commentators were going on about Rocco and like they going on about the whole his kick chase is right up there, and it's just like the way he just creates pressure, and you know they were questioning again. The Aussies were questioning, why are we kicking to their winger who he's pretty safe under the high ball. I think the strategy was in regards to just shutting him down, because Rocco's always going to be first defender. So and they did. Yeah.
Good point.
They shut Coates down. So yeah, it was it worked. It worked for us.
Maybe they gave him practice. That's why he was able to jump so far. That last try.
All the practice during the game.
Yeah, mate.
If you've watched enough of Melbourne Storm, and I watch every game, man. Like even with 2 minutes to go, I was just like, bro, like this ain't over. This ain't over for a long. You know, like Melbourne is that team that fucking will score in the dying seconds. They've always done it. They, you know, like I don't think they even watch the clock. They're just like, sweet, 30 seconds to go. That's a fucking lifetime.
Yeah, they've got big time players that can grab a game by the scruff of the neck, right? Hughes, you know, Munster, Pap,
Grant,
so like the Germans in soccer.
Exactly like the Germans, right? They can win a game in the last 2 minutes. So you know, there's no shame in losing in the final 20 seconds to the Melbourne Storm. Right? And we had them on the ropes. We had them under pressure. They were only down our half for the like 3 times in the second half. And they scored twice, but still.
But that's still bad. They scored. I mean, one positive I took from is that they didn't score. So their last try was scored in like the 20th minute of the first half. So they didn't really score another try for another 40, 50 minutes after that.
Yeah.
It was all us.
Yeah. It was an entertaining game. You know, the whole it was I mean, the first half we looked like we were dead and buried. But the boys, you know, Webby lit a fire on them, and they came out and then they stuck to the game plan, and it was their second half was just like to come back from 18-6 down, get up to 24, 26, whatever, and it was just like, holy. But I mean, you know, we lost, but and I said it in the messengers, I'd rather lose like that than get fucking pumped. You know, it's just like there's no dishonor in the way that they lost, because they fought to the end, and I'm happy with that. You know, obviously don't want to lose, but losing like that, I mean, you look back on it. I mean, no one's going to hurt as much as the boys, and I really liked how Shawnee, you know, after that game, he was just giving them that talking to. And I thought, no, that's the one, bro. Pull them in, and hopefully they do. They take what they can out of that and get on with the season, kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from it, eh?
Hell yeah. Oh, and for the record, I don't like their away jerseys. I think they're shit. I just thought, I'm not a fan.
The Newcastle Warriors.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much.
The same record as Newcastle.
Yeah, I just didn't like them, bro. I just thought, fuck. But I mean, they're there now. Fuck it.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
Just talking on the positive, I took a lot of positive out of that myself, just watching the game, especially that second half. And to be honest, I don't know about you guys in the first half, but I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. I don't want to see the 70 points on us. But they turned it around, you know, they stepped up. So, you know, give them all the credit, even though we went down. But one thing that gives me even more, I guess, positives was, I said in the chat too, like, if you guys saw in the 55th minute, there was a time where Tane was returning. Now, usually when someone returns, everyone just waits till they returns and then resets. You actually see Kurt Capewell yell at DWZ and all that to get back and actually be an option for him. I think for me, it's those little details that, you know, people like him and also Rog will be bringing back into the game that I feel like if we keep building on that, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of hope for us, and especially with people still to come back. So, for me, we did well with what we had, and we went out there and did it. But, like, you know, there's a lot that can still, you know, there's still a lot that we can do, and the potential for the Warriors this year is still massive.
I totally agree. I think and I think Storm was scared, man, in that second half. Scared as, you know, and I mean, they're a fantastic team. When was the last time they were even in the fucking bottom 4? God.
Yeah.
Well, when was that? They've never been outside the 8, eh?
Yep. They're very first. I think they
started last season, I think.
I think their very first season, they were like second to last, or they might have been bottom of the ladder, but then they've built ever since. You know, so I think 97, 98 they came into the comp, and then in 99 they won it. So in the space of 2 years they fucking came up and scared everyone. But yeah,
Does it
They
count when
Start
they
of
were
last
cheating the
year,
salary?
we were.
David, go.
Sorry.
Does it count when they were cheating the salary?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're bottom of the table then, right?
yeah, true that. Yeah, mate. But as a club, you just got to give credit to them.
Of course.
And they've been in the top 8 for probably well over a decade. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Tons, all good things come to an end, and like they and the reverse is true. All bad things are going to come to an end.
I hope so.
You know what I mean? So it's like, no, the Storm. Well, we came close last year. We came even closer this year. We're not that far off from getting them. And I think later on in the season when we play them at home, it's going to be a good game, bro.
We'll win that.
It's going to be a good game. Yeah.
100%.
She's going to put the house on it.
Yeah.
We're at home. So, yeah, we're at home, mate. We're going to have our top 13. Fucking touch wood. Yeah, but I think we'll beat them second time round. But that's a long way away.
Yeah, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. We'll get them. Hey, we'll get them.
Hopefully we start getting their number before the retirement of Bellamy, because that's when the Storm are going to go to shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, true that.
Oh, yeah.
On that though, Daan, we'll just switch gears just for a second. Why do you support the Storm?
Yeah, I'm interested to know.
You live in this tiny little country up there in Europe, who are soccer mad and Formula One mad, and you play rugby league, which is great, but you decided to support a shit team like the Storm.
Might I add, I heard you started watching in 2009 and they were winning it then. So I don't know if that was influence.
Actually, it wasn't. When I started playing, like I said, I started with playing rugby union like 2007. I didn't know what I was doing, so I just started to look on YouTube some videos, and I found a video of Billy Slater. I had no clue that they played rugby league, that they even were different kinds. Because in the Netherlands back then, there's rugby isn't a thing. You don't get it on schools. PE teachers don't know about it, don't know how to teach it. So the only thing close to it is like sort of flag football, something that they sometimes do. So I just started watching clips, and Billy is my secret man crush. So so everything he did was like magic. And then, like I said, when after a union game, I played against Jason, and he told me, "Hey, in a few weeks we're gonna have a game, a rugby league game. You want to play that?" It was like, "Sure, don't know what it is, but let's go." And then a couple of years later, in 2012, I actually went to Melbourne to live there for a year. Got a job with Jason's brother, who are both actually big Warriors fans.
Nice.
So they hated me for picking as well. Hated me for picking Melbourne, but Thomas was working in Melbourne, and I got a job through him. And then first weekend I arrived in Melbourne was the weekend that they just won the grand final. So I went to the park, they're there, and then I had I think it was, how old was I, 22, 24 back then. Got a cap and got Billy to sign it, and I think also Kevin Proctor and Jesse Bromwich. So yeah, that was and the whole atmosphere there. And the next season, I went to because the season was just finished. Went to a Rebels game. Sucked badly. The atmosphere was shit. It was like here when you go to Ajax, people are talking about their stocks on the stands, like not even watching the game. And then 2 weeks later, the storm started, and it was like filled with islanders expected to bring out a barbecue and start grilling on the stands. The vibe was totally different, and just fell in love with the game, and decided, this is my thing from now on.
Nice.
And here we are.
What position did you play, Dan? What position did you play in league?
What position haven't I played is a better question.
True. Okay.
Yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none. I'm the coach's favorite utility, I guess. But I prefer to play center. Or
okay.
I had a stint at hooker, which I like as well, because I'm not a great tackler, but I just grab something and I'll keep going. So I'll make a lot of them. Then you would never see me put on a real big hit on someone, but I'm always there to grab something and drag people down.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've played. Like I said, I've literally played 1 to 13. I think back in the days when we started with the Cobras, we were sort of a team of midgets. I was like, I think 86 kilo and had to play prop.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah, and it was some tough days then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say like in a league team, amongst the backs and the forwards, the forwards are a weird place to be, my bro. So even though you played everywhere, it's the forward pack you want to be with, because and look, as a former forward, just like your comrades all the way through, but the forward pack always kind of, because they just do all the grunt work and shit like that, and then the back's always there to finish it, kind of thing. But yeah, it's the forward pack, brother. It's where it's at.
There's still some time for me to get fat. No worries.
Same here.
Daan, are there many expats that come over there and play? Because like in the union world, because union's so established, you'll go to like a lot of countries like UK and I suppose the Netherlands and other places, and you'll see a Kiwi there that's like kind of contracted, like he's not really getting paid, but he might be getting paid like 100 euros or 100 pounds a week, or maybe like
there's getting more and more money.
How far away?
Yeah, I think that the top teams in the Ere classes, what they call it, like the top level of rugby union, and then they get contracts, get housing. Maybe like 1,500 euros approximately a month. It won't sustain you. You got to do something else next to it, but it's a good start, especially if you get free housing.
Yeah,
something to get a car deal. Like so, this getting some the sport is definitely growing. Like when I started back in 2007, I think we had about 5,000-6,000 active members in rugby union, and now there's about 22,000. So that's
nice.
It's different.
And and there used to be just clubs of the senior men's, and that was it. Maybe some women, but now the clubs have become actual clubs. There's clubs that are just focused on kids, and there's one club I think has 400 youth. Like it's ridiculous. And so there is getting more money. But your original question was: is there a lot of expats? Yes, there's a lot of expats. I think especially in rugby union, but also that's the same pool we fish from with the rugby league. So there's a lot of guys who've just played rugby union for a long time, and they come and try rugby league with us, and usually love it. And it's the other way around as well. That some of the guys that play rugby league with me, I tell them, "Come, let's go play rugby union in winter, so we keep fit." And they less like it, but I make them. No, not really. But it's like I said, we're trying to recruit people and trying to open some eyes that we have the better product in rugby league. And then we get that gap in summer that there's not much on except like sort of piss up tournaments, which is also fun, of course. But if you want to do a little bit more serious rugby in summer leagues, the way to go, I think. In the Netherlands, at least.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the WAS movement's gonna make it over there, man. Because I tell you what, the WAS movement here is real. Like I went to the muster for my son's under 11s, and there was like about 10 kids that came over from rugby union. Right, never played league before, but they just wanna give it a go, right? Because maybe they're fed up with their union club, and now they want to go over and give rugby league a go. So
who wants to look at scrums for half the game?
Oh, there's so much wrong with that game, mate. It's not funny, and it's finally caught up on itself. Even the officiating's a joke. Whereas leagues rugby league has evolved with time, but it's the entertainment factor. It's just like, mate, it's next level. And I mean, the NRL have definitely got the best product, probably in both hemispheres, to be fair. But rugby's yarnian. It's just not worth watching, mate.
Rugby onion is full of layers, just like
I reckon.
Yeah, you're right, Tanya. I like to bash it sometimes, but it's like you said, like there's an occasional shit game in rugby league, and there's occasional shit games.
Yeah, maybe
a little
once
bit
every
more
100
often, I think.
years.
But
not many.
no, I agree. Yeah, but if you compare, I guess if you compare NRL to Super League, you're right. I think there's a different level of quality in entertainment as well.
Yeah.
But still, the NRL team struggle when they go over to England for the World Cup. So I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Penrith going down to the Warriors, isn't they? Go on, bro.
I was going to say, we've lost those club challenges, but Super League's already in motion. So they're like third round by the time they've reached the NRL club. So part of the challenge is actually, they're already in motion. Maybe not this year.
Last time it wasn't. No,
maybe not this year, but most years they're already in motion. So that's part of the reason too.
Yeah. And to be fair, back in the day, the Super League, like England was the place to go for players before the NRL, just for better money. The game, the product was probably just a little bit softer, not so full on with the contact and all the rest of it. But that's all leveled out now over the last 20 years, if not longer. The NRL's kind of managed to pull it back, and so there's pay parity. It's probably better in the NRL, actually, to be fair. Whereas guys used to go back, 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s, England was the place to go to retire and earn good money out of it. So it's an interesting one.
And then you have France. If you messed up your whole life, then you go to France.
Yeah, they do, mate.
What's the scene like in France for rugby league? I heard their unions, obviously is well known. But what about rugby league? Is it growing over there as well, or not really?
I wouldn't be able to say, to be honest, but I know like the south of France, basically the Catalan area, it's quite big. Actually, one of the guys from the Netherlands Rugby League, Joran Schoenmaker, who's one of my teammates at the Cobras. Later, he started with the guys Zwolle Wolves. He got a contract in France. He first had a contract in England because of Brexit. He couldn't get his visa sorted, so then he moved to France. He's doing well there. He's playing, I think, level below the championship level, and he's doing well. So, but the scene, I wouldn't be able to tell if it's growing or it's declining. I don't think the canceling of the World Cup is made them look very very good.
That was a real shame.
Yeah, because actually we were trying to qualify for that World Cup, but we can't anymore. So it's close to 2030, I guess, that we maybe gonna have a shot. In all fairness, I think it would have been too soon for us. Yeah. Do. It probably would have been too soon for us anyway, but it's still nice to have that shot,
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
This is just an open question. Would you guys have, or have you already toured down under, like brought a team from Netherlands to actually play teams down here?
No, it's just cost-wise. It's to getting 30 people over. There's not that kind of money is not there yet. It's definitely something we would love to do in the future. But we had the other way around. So in the 20th of April, we have the Rotterdam Nines. It's good because it's been away a few years, but it was an annual thing. It's a really great tournament. And the Spuddies from Australia are coming over, and they were there's a couple of guys in there, Adam Jager, who used to represent for the Netherlands, and he's bringing his team over. And it's always a really good atmosphere. So I personally love Rugby Nines. Just
okay,
it's a great product.
Just about to ask if it was nine-a-side or nines is, and it's just entertaining. More gaps, more speed, more pace. It's like, mate, good way to get the crowd into it.
Exactly, and the festival setup is always good. Like a lot of games on a day, and just a barbie and some beers after. Always good.
Nice, bro. Hey, Daan, what time is it over there, bro?
It's getting close to. Well, it's actually 12 hours before, so it's close to 8 o'clock at night with you guys, and close to 8 o'clock in the morning here.
Oh
so,
wow!
Yeah, I told Nick I'm not really a morning person, so but I'm getting chatty anyway, so it's
nice, bro. Nice.
So when I watch NRL games over there, it'll be like 9 o'clock in the morning, or like.
Serious?
Yeah, it's
okay.
I personally love it because I just get I wake up and just open my laptop and then just in bed next to the missus and just having a little game.
Coffee.
Yeah, it's good.
Got the headphones
on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nice, bro.
She just joins in. She loves it too. So she's getting she's new to.
Choice.
Yeah, it was actually a funny story about it. She says, the guy with the hair, what's with his hair?
Which one?
Dylan, of course.
Dylan, yeah.
I wanna look up how that looks normally. So I texted her his name, and she asked me, "What are these 3 words?" She thought I was just making a sentence.
Okay.
But no, he said he's half Polish, I think. I think his brother just represented for Poland. Yeah.
Is that where the name comes
Malachi?
from?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Zelezniak is Polish.
Zelezniak. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't he Tongan, Māori, Polish or something?
Yeah.
Wow. Could be. Yeah.
Or Swedish? Yeah. His dad's Tongan Polish, I think he is, but his grandfather's. Yeah. Anyway.
Klokstad's from Norway. Is that a Norwegian name?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cook Island.
Sure.
Māori as well.
Pappenhausen is definitely Dutch.
I was going to ask, who's the most famous person from Netherlands?
Yeah.
So it's a rugby league.
For now it's Pappenhausen. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey Daan, do you know who Rick James is?
You mean I'm Rick James, bitch? That one?
Yeah, brother. You know what? That's Dylan. Yeah. That's Dylan, bro. Dylan looks like Rick James, bro.
He's a super freak. That is what he is.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right, bro. Hey, we're on the same wavelength, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
I love me some Rick James.
Nice. All right.
Hey, I know we didn't really talk much about the Melbourne Storm game. I mean, what's there really to dissect that hasn't really been dissected?
The fans were good. Fans were hearty.
It sounded like a home game.
Yeah. It was like, they're getting into it.
Yeah. Can we just talk about the Melbourne fans for a minute? I was going to chuck it up on our group chat. Did any of you hear that chick that was screaming at the ref? She was so clear. Did you hear her? She was. I think that's when Harry Grant got penalised for throwing the ball at Jackson.
He was milking. Yeah,
milking.
I was like, is she standing right next to the microphone? Because she was like, "You're shit, ref. You're shit." It was just so clear. I was like, "Whoa." Far out.
That's when I knew they were a bit shook, because for Harry to do that, right, to try and milk something, to try and be a milkman right in front of the ref, bro, you know better, so you must be shook.
And he's the captain.
When the ref blew the whistle, though, because I didn't. When the ref blew the whistle, I thought he was penalising us, because I was like, "Oh, what happened?" And then when they showed the close up, I was like, "What a cheeky one!"
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get a penalty as well. I didn't know that they changed the rule 2 years ago. But I think it's good because it was clearly milking and it wasn't just sitting there. So I think it's if it works, it works. But I don't like that kind of antics. Just play the game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's old school. If you can get away with it, do it, kind of thing. But and even the look on his face after it, and he was like, I got snapped. It's a good job.
Nah, but like I said in the chat, it was kind of the battle of the mullets, huh? Like the guys with the best hair, 2 tries, both.
Bro. I reckon.
What about the mullet? What about the mullet over there in the Netherlands? Has it taken off as well?
You see more and more like the filthy little stash, and the mullet. Okay. Yeah, I think there's some Aussie, Southern Hemisphere influence. There's a lot of South Africans again that walking around here as well, having it. So I think it's It's not like massive, but you see, it's not as uncommon anymore as it used to be. Yeah.
Sure.
You're not gonna get one anytime soon.
Well, I scored one try yesterday in my head because I missed the dentist appointment.
Nice.
So maybe if I grow it a little bit longer, I might get a second one in. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not a mullet guy. My little brother used to rock one, so it kind of runs in the family. But I like to keep it at that part of the family.
Sure.
Um,
Nice, true.
And Montoya. What about Ali Katoa trying to go in and be the man and tackle Montoya? Sorry
Oh.
about it.
That was a huge hit, by the way.
That was
Yeah.
Good on him for
Heck yeah.
standing up still and running away.
I do think having RTS on the inside of Montoya though has lifted Montoya's game. I don't know if you would agree, but yeah, I do think because he's well, it's only been 2 games, but he's been getting a lot more ball. I mean, last year it all went over to our right side. Well, that's just. But I think, Roger being on the inside of him, I think Montoya is playing better.
Yeah.
Chemistry's still not there though. Obviously, it's only been a couple of games in, right? But those two haven't really gelled that much. Is it lifted his game? I don't know if it's lifted his game, or is it the fact that Metcalf has got that side and using that side a little bit more. That tip-on pass was pretty filthy, though. That tip-on pass that he did to Montoya, I was like, okay, now you got some balls. And
the other one he did, so that long ball he did to
Montoya.
To Montoya when he did score the try, because that tip-on was the one that was disallowed, eh? Was it?
It was disallowed, yeah, because
the try save from use.
Only one thing I would say, and I said this in the chat, I wish Montoya switched arms and just fended because he had so much space. But you know, I think he saw I knocked over Katoa. Surely I could knock over Hughes and then double it.
Yeah, I was thinking he should have just faked it, you know, and landed and but because he went for that second dig, so Hughes rolled him over and he tried again, and it was just like, he's already doubted himself, and I was like, fuck. And then it came up, and it was an admission.
Because he was really trying to get it down a second time. I think that's when I saw it, said it to my missus as well. I was like, I don't think it's try. And the first on field was try decision, but but I think both reviews that the other one where first it was a no try and then it became a try for Warriors. I think they were spot on both times. So I think, like you said, the refereeing was. I have a lot of complaints about referees often, but this was pretty good actually. So credit where credit is due, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely not a job for the faint-hearted. You know, it's like, and I mean, whatever they get paid, you know, it's
I hope it's
shucks. Good. Yeah, same, bro.
They get paid double in death threats, I think.
I'm just a sore loser. So.
Nah, you're not a sore loser, Tans. Hey.
I fucking hate them. Like, they are my most, like, you know, I just can't stand
Let it out, girl. Just let it out.
It's simply because we haven't beaten them in 15 fucking, you know.
And I think it's the manner in which we've lost to them times probably hurts the most.
Those last 2 minutes, I just knew, I was like, fuck, this ain't over, man. Like, I was shitting myself. I was like, bro, like, something happen, I can just feel it. And then, you know, it did. But anyway, there was a mean second half from the boys. And honestly, I think they'll go back to work this week and they'll be doing those video reviews fucking hard out. And they'll all be picking themselves apart, not just, you know, each other, but they'll be holding themselves accountable.
Yeah.
And I just expect them to come out next week firing. And
well, let's talk about next week. They're going down to a place called Christchurch. Against the Raiders, who got tails up, 2 wins, 0 losses.
Well, it's about to be 2 wins. 2 wins, 1 loss on Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. We've got.
I feel it in me bones, lads. I feel it in me bones. We're gonna fucking get the dub on Saturday.
Nice dance.
Yes, I agree.
Damien, you been watching the Raiders closely. Have you been impressed with what you've seen, or has it just been a little bit too early?
So it is only early days. It's only been 2 games, but
Danny
honestly,
Levi.
I think they're doing really well. Like no one expected them to really come out and probably beat the Knights, and they've controlled the Knights and just fucking made them pay. They're doing the 1%ers really, really well. They're completing at a really high rate. They're going to test the Warriors out. I do think and I do hope that the Warriors win, because I do not want the Warriors to start 0-3. But the Warriors are going to have to really play. They can't take the Raiders lightly.
Yeah.
But
how's Tuppeny shipping along, bro?
He's doing well. He played captain last week, I think, and I think he fucking loved it. Him and Josh Papali'i both just fucking dominating at the front, and then you got couple of good young halves. Ethan Strange, he's doing pretty well. Fucking really good defensively. You got Fogarty, who's just fucking kicking like a machine, he's pretty much, if the Warriors put pressure on his kicking game, then I haven't seen the Raiders use anybody else to kick. So control his kicking game, that'll fucking help me out big time. But the Raiders are doing really well as far as the 1%ers.
I've got a question about Danny Levi's shorts, though. I'm like, bro, did you leave those in the dryer for too long? Because they little, man.
Yeah.
They're awfully tight, bro. Did you leave them in the dryer for too long?
He's doing it for people like you,
just for you.
Yes, for you, Tons. It's for the
I reckon
Wahines, for the
Stewart's
ladies.
really enjoying and thinking Danny Levi is doing really well, because he's keeping the other fella, I can't think of his name right now, the backup hooker, who I actually think is a better hooker, but he's keeping him to fuck all minutes. So, Danny Levi is obviously impressing Ricky Stewart.
Well, he's been around for a while, Levi?
Starling, thank you.
Tom Starling. He's been a bench player for ages, though, hasn't he?
No. So he's gone. He's been starting for the Raiders. The other guy that's been doing a wee bit was Wolford. Zach Wolford, I believe.
Zach Wolford. Where's he gone?
I'm not too sure. He might be injured. Suspension.
And where's Horsburgh? Is he suspended as well?
Corey Horsburgh's suspended. He shouldn't be too far away. But we did get Seb Chris back. And he's doing pretty well again. So
I've seen him at centre.
Yeah, feeding Xavier Savage.
Fuck! I've always liked Savage. I think he's a mean little player.
He's doing really well on the wing.
On the wing.
Yep.
No, Xavier, he played a few games at fullback, Savage.
Yes, that's where he started. And then he's been battling with injury and just confidence. So Ricky actually thought, I'm going to stick you on the wing. And he's actually doing really well.
Because didn't he take over the fullback role from CNK?
That's right. Yep. Until, as I say, he got injured and form just wasn't so flash. So, he's come back and he's doing pretty well so far. Hopefully his confidence continues to build. He got in a pretty dark place, apparently, with his confidence and everything. So it's good to see the young fella doing well again.
I think who's been a standout for Raiders has been Hosking too. So he'll be someone we have to watch on the weekend.
Oh, they've got strike weapons, all right. Far out. They've got strike weapons all across the park as well.
Was that Hoskins from the Panthers, bro?
Yeah.
Over
there now.
Yeah, he's doing really well too.
So what do we got? So what is Savage on the left wing, or is it?
Yeah, he's on left wing with Chris. He's with Sebastian Chris on the left side.
It'll be Seb Chris and him up against Dallin and Rocco Berry, is it?
Yeah. So you reckon we're going to carry on with that, kicking it to kicking it to that side and just strangling them?
I think so. And like to Damien's, thing, good on Xavier from getting his confidence up, but knowing that he can go into that place, you kick it to him.
Yep. Expose a weakness, potential weakness. Right.
So up in team this Tuesday tomorrow anyway, so we'll have a look, see who's
so on that one then, what are we thinking for our scores? What so Daan, every Monday we have this Kōrero, this discussion about the game, talk a whole bunch of rubbish, and then at the end we'll each go around and we'll predict what our score is going to be for the game coming up, which is the Warriors versus the Raiders. Warriors versus Raiders. Everyone's too scared to say anything, so I'll always go first.
Lead him out, bro. Lead him out.
I think it's going to be I actually think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a tough game. If we get the L, Could be tough, but I think it's gonna be a really, really tough one, and I think it's gonna be within 2 or 4 points. So I'm gonna say 18-22. Warriors. Warriors. So 18-22. I'm just gonna write that down. I know Rio's doing it already.
Yeah, bro. I might as well go next. I'll back in the boys. It'll be the lessons learned from the Storm game. So, and I mean, yeah, Canberra. It's still early in the season, bro. For me, it's just, I'd say I'm going to go 32-22 Warriors.
That's a good one.
I think it's gonna be tighter than that, but what do I know? Everything I've said all last year has been wrong anyway.
Right.
I'll jump in. I'm going to be happy whoever wins, but I'm thinking the Warriors will win 18-12.
Oh shit! Okay.
18-12, sure.
Daan, you can jump in as well, man.
Yeah. My head coach from the Cobras is actually under 21 Raiders player. You got trained on the Bellamy and Wayne back in the days. But just to piss him off, 24-12 up the Was.
Nice.
That's the one.
24-12 up the Was. Tans, you wanna have a little go at this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think there's going to be a few tries scored in this game. I think I might go roundabouts where Rio is. I think maybe really close to what Rio's got. 30, I reckon. Oh, even 28-24. Oh, but then see, we've got an issue here. Luke Metcalf, if he's kicking the conversions. I mean, because if he kicked them all, we would have won the game.
Those are some hard kicks, to be fair.
No,
yeah,
yes, I know,
they were, bro.
He needs time in that saddle to be doing those kicks and being under that pressure. I want him to stay there.
So I've got to take that into consideration. So I think he might miss a few depending on where the tries are scored. Damn, 26 actually. Now thinking about it, 20, 26, 22.
Some tight ones here.
22.
Take us home, Ty.
All right.
Well, I was actually trying to see when's the last time we won in Christchurch, because every preseason I don't think we've won.
We lost last year to Melbourne. Melbourne came and we lost in Christchurch in preseason.
Yeah, I think looking at the records, 2018 at Apollo Stadium is the last time we went. So hey, Tans, another hoodoo we got to get over. I actually think Raiders are going to be up for this. I actually think they're going to come in and think they're favourites for this too, given the streak they're on, which is they have all right to feel that. But I actually think Warriors are going to pull away, especially if we have Egan return. And if he was kind of going to return last week, I think he's going to be there this week personally. So I'm going 32-16 to the Warriors.
Yeah, nice, Ty.
Warriors. Nice. So we're all going Warriors.
All right.
I don't think the boys will fuck around. I don't think they'll fuck around with this game. I think they'll come out, man, and they'll be on. I can't imagine them. Yeah, I can't imagine them flipping for another. They won't. Yeah, I just don't think so.
If we can have the Cronulla Sharks start, and the Melbourne Storm finish. But not the
last 2 minutes.
Not that little bit.
Yeah.
I think there would have been a lot of words spoken. I think, like after the game,
a lot of harsh truth.
Sean Thompson getting around the boys and just saying, "Yep, okay, we fucked up, we lost, but let's just keep." I just think the boys are going to come out humming. They're going to come out humming, man.
2-0. 2-0 Warriors
is amazing.
Yep.
And like I said, I think. A 1 year, 2 years, I think he's going to be one of the most dominant centres in the comp.
Not to say Raiders is a young team by any means, but some of those young boys in their team are really having a go. So I think if you're going to beat this team, you actually got to come out and say, like, we'll dominate. You can't let them in the game, or else that's when it's going to get real difficult for us. I think you have to dominate from the first minute and throughout the whole game.
And can't take them lightly either.
Yeah, bro.
I do think EJ's kicking game was way better than Fogarty's, though.
I don't know. Fogarty's kicking game has been really on point this season.
Especially those bombs, eh? Those bombs.
Fuck yeah, they go bomb.
He's got a high boot on him like Burton. He's got those Burton bombs, but I just think SJ's more,
sophisticated.
No, he's more, what the fuck is the word? Oh, if you know, you know.
I think maybe what you're saying, Sides, is you can see Johnson's got a bit more variety to his game, but that Fogarty bomb, like I think Buller dropped 2 in the
That's
weekend.
a problem.
Those are swirling. So
that's a problem.
Yeah.
That one.
So if Tane can take those, we'll be all right.
Lucky we've got 3 fullbacks in our back, say. Like we've got Tane, we've got RTS, we've got Dallin. So surely if he kicks the bombs, at least one of them's going to fucking get them because there's 3 fullbacks out there.
Well,
Tane was solid too.
If he kicks at RTS like he after the Sharks did, then RTS might not be catching too many.
No. Stop boosting my bubble, Damien.
Sorry, I'm just putting it out there.
And, and Montoya had his struggles last year too, so that could be a tactic that force as well.
Yeah.
So
and just to throw a bit of a red herring in there, I mean, it's only round 3, and if we're down by 3 losses, mate, we still got 23 rounds, 24 rounds to go. It's not the perfect scenario, but I mean the Warriors Raiders games historically have always been good affairs. They one will either get on top of the other, or one will just kind of snatch it at the end, bit like the Storm. So I reckon it'll be entertaining. It'll be like the Melbourne game. Yep, the Raiders will come.
I think Raiders
Sticky will get them up for it. Sticky will fucking. He's the man for that sort of thing. So.
Well,
I'm sorry, bro, but for me, it's like, the boys will pull it out. They'll pull it out. Put on a clinic, and stick it to them.
Yeah, I think the 2 losses last year, I think that really hurt them. Croker's 300.
It's
still stinging, and I think will always be stinging for those guys because they came out thinking they're going to win, and they got thrashed.
They've had some silly losses against us, though. Like for and that's why I was saying they are to us what we are. Like, It's gonna be an awesome game. It's gonna be an awesome game tomorrow. Got Tanz's team list Tuesday coming out at 6 p.m. over here, New Zealand time. Daan at 6 a.m. your time. Thanks so much for coming on to our Manuhiri, to our visitor. Bro. Thank you.
My pleasure. Had fun.
You are welcome.
Go the Amsterdam Cobras.
Amsterdam Cobras. Is that our team?
Hey,
you guys have a sign? What's this thing?
Yeah, this the movie Dodgeball? The movie Dodgeball. They have the purple cobras, I think, and then they come on into the ground, and then they go like this.
Dodgeball.
You've been Stiller.
Yeah, Dodgeball. Yeah, Dodgeball.
Ben Stiller.
It's a great movie, and so that's we just stole it from them, but
awesome,
our season is kicking off 11th of May, and we run into July, so it's a short season. But
up the Cobras.
It's all right. Yeah,
up the Cobras
and up the Was.
We'll definitely.
Like you said, Rio, you don't need to win the first 3 games as long as they win the last 3 games. Huh?
Yeah.
That's when you have to win a championship.
It's not just about winning games, but they also have, the more games they lose, it just means when they fucking play again, they have to score a lot more tries for that points differential. Because that's so important, man, towards the back end of the season. I mean, those PD are what could be the top 8 or the bottom 8. So they need to start winning games now and putting points on the table to make sure we get in, keep us close to that 8 or be in the 8 for as long as possible, because those points differential, I mean, Canberra are already up 2 wins, and is it 20-something, 28 points or something? 28.
Yeah, good on them.
Good on.
You see, we're 14th on the ladder. It's like, ooh, okay.
But hey,
big competition. So
yeah.
I think we're 2 diehard fans. Even if round 10 we've got 0-10, we're like, we've still got 17.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Yeah.
I remember saying that all the time on Facebook before a game. It'll be like, but if we win and
they lose.
Lose by the Bulldogs have to lose by, and it just goes on and on and on. I remember those seasons, man, when people used to fucking dissect it right down and just do all the.
There's still a chance.
Yeah, that reminds me. You know how there's like girl maths and there's boy maths. There's Warriors maths. No one knows about the
Warriors maths. Oh, shit, bro.
You should do a TikTok on that, bro. You should do a TikTok on that. But
let's just hope we don't have to do that.
Exactly, bro.
Do you guys ever find yourself reading those posts and then actually putting your fingers up and counting like 1, 2,
yeah, that makes sense.
Doing that. Like, true.
Oh, fucking hell. Crack up, Whānau. Listen, Whānau, have an awesome night. Let's get that team list out tomorrow to see who's on that.
Right.
Big game this weekend, so up the wires, Whānau.
Okay, yeah, ka kite. Nice to meet you, Dan. Daan.
Yes, nice
to meet you, Dan. Take care.
Nice to meet you.
Nice yarning, bro. Nice yarning with you.
Until next time.
Good luck for your season, brother.
See you guys later.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Cheers, bro.
Later, bro.
All right, go the fucking Warriors.
Go the fucking Cobras.